Hey guys, Duchess Braids here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a quick weave bob on my hair. I just washed my hair. Well, I washed my hair this morning and I had to drop the kids off at school. And now I'm back. So the ends are still a little bit wet. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some heat protectant in there and blow my hair out, and then we're gonna get to the style, and then I'm gonna pretty much explain what I'm doing throughout the process. So the heat protectant that I like to use, as you can see, the bottle is almost done, is going to be the Beyond the Zone. It smells good. It works, I guess. It's heat protecting, you don't really know. My hair doesn't look damaged. As you can see, I still have my curls. I'm natural, but y'all, I keep hearing sounds. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, y'all. My house is always making sounds and I'm here alone. It always scares me because it's like doors are always closing when the AC comes on. It's just a lot of noise and I'm like, I get scared easily, y'all. I sprayed some in my hair to protect my hair from the heat and the blow dryer. Now I'm gonna take my blow dryer. Y'all know I've been using this blow dryer for a very long time. This is gonna be my Babyliss Pro. I love this blow dryer. I don't think I'll ever switch. Y'all have to come up with some type of miracle for me to switch to something else. But I'm just gonna use this one and blow my hair out. Oh, before I do that, I like to chase my blow dryer with my Pattern brush, guys. So this brush is from Pattern. As you can tell, it's a little bit, it got, I washed conditioner out of it, but yeah, this is how it looks. And I like to part my hair in sections and blow dry it like that. Half my hair is already dry, so it's really just the ends that I'm gonna be focused on. And I like to comb it out first. I like to say that I'm blowing it out on low heat, and which I do, but to be honest, if I'm trying to get it over with, I put it on high heat. Probably shouldn't, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say, oh, blow. But for you, if you don't want your hair to be damaged, go ahead and blow it out on either cool or low heat. But since I wanna hurry up and get this ball rolling, I'm just gonna blow it out on high heat. All right, so I've blown out this side of my hair. I'm gonna go to the other side. This took about 2 to 3 minutes to finish once I stopped the camera. So it doesn't take me long at all to blow my hair out. My hair is pretty easy to blow out. And like I said, I cut it in half and I just pretty much chase my brush with the blow dryer on both ends, behind it and in front of it. And that's how I'm able to get it blown out pretty fast. So I'm gonna comb my curls out first, especially at the end. Make sure I can comb all the way through my hair so that once I start going with the blow dryer, it's just easy breezy going through it. This is how my hair is looking. So I do want my hair to be moisturized. So I do want to put something on my hair, but I can't moisturize the leave out. Because if I put oil on the leave out, we're not gonna get it to look straight. It's gonna be heavy. So if I put oil on my leave out, it's gonna be heavy. It might not straighten how I want it to straighten. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna part my leave out first, and then I'm gonna put some moisture in my hair that I'm gonna be braiding down, because I really don't want to have it sitting under a cap, sitting under weave, and sitting on all that stuff with no moisture in it. I do like a middle part bob, but for some reason I prefer side part. So I'm always gonna do like a side part, because I just feel like that frames my face much better. So this is where my part's gonna be. For a quick weave bob, I'm only leaving out a little bit of perimeter. So Honestly, about this much I feel like is good for a leave out for the front. I'm gonna bring it around a little bit more. So this is gonna fall forward on the side. And this is the other side. Honestly, I do feel like this is enough. I don't want to leave too much out. And because I want this side to be able to kind of fall behind my ear, this is going to be like the short side. So I want to like be able to pull it back and do stuff with it. I'm going to obviously have to leave this front part out. Everything don't have to be perfect, Nicole. But y'all know how I am, so I'm gonna get the part right. I'm taking advantage because I don't have my nails on, and I normally don't not have nails on, and I feel like I braid so much better with my nails on, especially on myself. I braid fine with doing other people's hair, but when it comes to braiding myself, like I will take forever if I have nails on. So when I took my nails off so that my nails could breathe for a little bit, or just for a couple days, I might be getting it done later on today. But when I took my nails off, I was just like, I have to do my hair. Because my hair is almost never done, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those stylists that just be looking a hot mess all the time. Now that I have my nails off, I was like, I gotta do something. So I ran to the store and got some hair, and I'm gonna show you the hair that I'm using for my quick weave today. I'm so anxious. I'm excited and anxious at the same time because the hair has some color to it. And I feel like that color fits me so well, but also I do feel like there's a certain look and style that I'm going for, and color might not, just depends on how this turns out, y'all. So it could turn out bomb as hell and not have an issue. It's gonna look good because it's a bob, but the color part is what is making me think twice about this style. Because it's an ombre too, so if my hair falls on top of the ombre and you can tell the difference between my hair and the change in color from a 1B to 30. If you can tell that change in color, I don't like that look. But I mean, I'm not gonna just take it out. I'm still gonna wear it. I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize all of this because this is all gonna get braided down. Y'all know I used to sell Jamaican black castor oil. I no longer sell it because it's really hard to source, and I really just don't want to not have authentic 100% Jamaican black castor oil. So I discontinued it, but I do have some left for me and the kids. So I've been using this on me and the kids to just put some moisture back in our hair. I don't use it as often on myself because honestly, I'm not doing my hair that often. So I'm gonna mix this with some tropical roots stimulating growth oil. This is also what I've been mixing when I braid the kids' hair. It's just been working. This smells good. This doesn't smell the best because it's authentic. This puts some scent to it to make like kind of balance it out. So I like to mix these two together. This is not the cap. This is this is not the real cap. I just put this cap on it so that I could spray it out better. The other cap broke. So I'm just gonna put those two together. And the thing about Jamaican black castor oil is when you first put it on, it's like, looks like it's sitting on top of the hair. But I guess over time it penetrates the follicles and definitely helps for strength. It strengthens the hair and helps it grow. So that's what I'm looking forward to, especially my ends, because my ends break so easily. So I'm gonna start braiding my braid down now. I don't want it to be too thick or too small. For quick weaves, you really just don't want a chunky foundation, but also you don't really, it doesn't have to be perfection. It doesn't have to be super small or anything like that. Because I'm putting a cap on, I do want to go across the back. Oh, I'm so happy I don't have no nails on, y'all. It does feel kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm braiding with nubs. Y'all, it feels like it's not much better. I need at least a little bit of nail. One that like to ask if it hurts. Like every time I put my arm down, that's because my arms are hurting. So absolutely it hurts. So whenever I do a braid down where I go down and across, you guys know typically my braid down is braid, 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 and put the ends in each other. But whenever I go across, I always switch to the opposite end, go all the way back, and then lift this hair into it. I do have like a little dip right here in my head, so maybe I won't go across, only because this is going to be kind of a lump right here from pulling all the braids up, and I do have a dip back here on my head, like my scalp. You can either go across, or you can either join the braids on this side together and then do the typical braid down, and you guys are gonna see how I do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and braid on the other side first though, and I'm gonna catch this one into it, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I do next. I do really want to make sure these little pieces that I'm leaving out doesn't get in my braid, because it, as small as it seems, those little pieces can be important once you start having your leave out fall. So I'm taking this out just in case, like I need to do like some bait, even though it's gonna fall forward, in case it's like blowing back, I at least need some hair out that looks, you know, natural. All right, so then I'm gonna put this in the second one. Be mindful of this right here. You see how it's pulling up? So I like to release the ends a little bit. So I'm not gonna go through this entire braid down, but I do feel like certain parts of it is important. Just keep the parts in. If you think you're gonna have to watch this entire braid down, don't worry, I'm gonna definitely skip a few braids, but I do feel like this part, the framing and everything, is important. So my next braid now is my third braid, and this one is going to fall going all the way to the back, and that's when I'm gonna attach this one to it. And then after that, I might just show one or two, and then I'm just gonna keep going until I get to the middle. So I know I already oiled my hair, but I'm gonna take this opportunity to use some more Jamaican black castor oil on my scalp. My scalp almost never gets oil because one, I'm not doing styles like these, and two, I just don't be doing my hair that much. So it never really gets the opportunity to be oiled. So since I'm on a journey of trying to regrow my hair and just have better hair health, all right, so it feels nice and moisturized. Tuck this thing away. All right, so let's talk about the hair that I'm going to be using today. So the hair I'm using is from Empire. I got this from my beauty supply store, and I normally like to use this hair for quick weaves and stuff like that because one, it's cheaper, and two, it's just a good hair that blends well with my natural hair once it's flat ironed. So I like to use this hair, and again, you can get this from your local beauty supply store. And I'm using their Yaki 10 inches and their Yaki 14 inches. I wanted a 12 inch, but they didn't have it. And I'm using color T1B30. So this is gonna be that ombre look I was telling you guys about, where it starts off as a 1B at the top and then blends into that 30. And I do feel like this color just matches my skin tone so well. I've always loved that color on me. Again, my concern would have been just doing this in a bob. I would have no problems doing it as just long hair, but doing it in a bob, it just cuts the color so short and so abrupt that it just might look a little bit scary. But we're gonna just do it and see what happens. But this is it. And this is how thick it is. So I'm gonna obviously put, not obviously because y'all don't know, but since I have a 10 inch, I'm gonna put the 10 inch at the back. So I'm gonna make sure most of the 10 inch falls around right here and back. And then the longer hair, which is gonna be the 14 inch, I'm gonna put that on top to make sure that most of that falls on top for my longer pieces, especially up here at the top. I'm trying to make sure it falls so that it could fall up to right here. Like I said, a 12 inch would have been fine because I really feel like I'm gonna do a super short bob. I wouldn't recommend doing 10 inches, but I know it's possible. It depends on your size of your head, but I do feel like the 12 inch and the 10 inch is great. So that's gonna help you save some money by getting because the 14 inch is almost 50 bucks. And then the 10 inch is just 30 bucks. So it definitely, you can save some money by getting the 10 inch and a 12 inch. So the other thing that I got from the beauty supply store is this Moroccan Organ Oil Weave Cap. So the last quick weave I did, I kind of gave you guys the rundown on this. So whenever I put this in my hair, this is actually a newer one. You see how white it is? The one that I normally use is black. And I was almost shaking in my boots getting this one because it's new and you want to stick to what you know. But for me, this one had some extra benefits to it. It says it's protective barrier between hair and glue, which is the main reason why you get it, because it's going to protect my hair from the glue. The next thing is argan oil to repair and revitalize hair. It's going to help prevent hair loss. We need that because we don't want hair loss. It helps prevent itchy scalp. We need that because your hair's on their cap. I don't want to be this person or this person. So I need that. And then it says easy to apply and remove. So again, to remove the whole quick weave, all I have to do is literally dunk my hair in water, maybe go in the shower and run water through it, and the cap and everything should just slip off. That is how you get you take a quick weave off. So for everyone wondering, you're just putting glue on your hair and all that stuff, this is the protective barrier between the glue and my natural hair. And to take it off, super simple, go in the bathroom, run some water through your hair and it should slip off. And if you have any issues to where the glue might have gotten to your scalp, all you need to do is rub some conditioner on it and it will soften up the glue and it will slide right off. No biggie. All right, the last one is it's loaded with botanical. This one seemed to have a lot more benefits to it than this one. This one doesn't say anything about helps prevent itchy scalp. And I need the itch. That's the part that got me why I bought this. And what else? The only thing added is that it prevents itchy scalp, which is very important. The concern that I have with this is that how is it gonna dry? Because this one I know it dries black, so, and that's what I want it to do. I don't know how this is gonna dry. I'm hoping it's clear, so clear, you know, as long as it's not white and flaky, I'm fine with clear. This one is just a black clear as well. So normally I put the cap on, but what I want to do is I want to line, it's fine for me to put this. Oh, it doesn't have any type of, you know how they normally put like a white thing right here when you pull it off? It didn't have that. That's kind of concerning, but it might just be how they made it. Okay, so normally I just throw the cap on and get to work with putting this on the cap. But before I do that, because I have to put the glue around the perimeter of the cap. Once I put the cap on, I kind of have to put the glue around it. So before I do that, I'm just gonna put some of this around my own perimeter directly on my hair. So that's gonna help me protect my hair from the glue. I kind of do want to leave this part out, y'all. So we have to make sure we leave this out. All right, so I'm gonna go around. I really don't want it to touch my leave out at all. I want to say that I'm not worried about the back too much, but I don't want to be irresponsible teaching y'all to not worry about the back when you should worry about the back. So I'm just gonna put some back here. The cap that I'm using is a cap they gave me, Miss Remy, again from my beauty supply store. It's a one size fit all, and it's a stocking cap or a wig, stocking wig cap. And normally they give you about 2, but I'm only using 1. All right, so I really don't want the cap to push all that stuff I just put on my hair. Let me dry it down some. Okay, so I just put the cap on, but the first thing I want to do is pull forward some of the glue, or not the glue, but some of the protective paste onto the cap so I could see. Let me just do this, honestly. This is probably better. So I could see my line, and you have to be really, really careful. I could see my perimeter. I don't want to touch my perimeter with this at all. So you have to really be careful. I can't see at the back. I can't see that top part right there. y'all. I don't know what I just did, Lord. I'm trying to get it on the camera, but also get it in real life, and the camera's in the way. I gotta move fast. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so one thing I didn't do that I think is important is cut a hole through the ears and pull my ear out, because ooh, don't cut yourself, girl. I just think that's important to have the ear part out. Okay, so that this is laying down behind the ear so that I can coat it pretty well, and probably put some glue back here. Okay. And I should have did that right in the beginning as soon as I put the cap on. So if you're doing this, make sure you do that part in the beginning. So I've gotten most of the little areas that I feel like I couldn't get while the camera was rolling, because the camera's kind of in my way. But I'm just gonna get some at the back. And once I've put most of this on, I'm gonna go sit under the dryer. I have a hooded dryer. I'm gonna sit under my hooded dryer for about 30 minutes so that this dries, and I'm gonna work on uploading my ebook, y'all. An ebook, Nicole? What is that? What are you saying? Tell me more. Sure. So the last video I did, or one of the last video I did, I talked about wanting to mentor or wanting to help in some way. I love coaching. I love helping people. You know, when you light up when you're talking to somebody about something, one of the things that I'm most passionate about is helping people in the service industry, like people that provide service. Like for me, I provide hair service. It doesn't necessarily have to be beauty. I just feel like people in the service industry, period. Like you could be a mechanic, it's just service industry. And I feel like I didn't want to niche it down to just beauty, even though I'm more on the beauty end of things, of making people look pretty and stuff. But if you are in the industry as well, if you do waxing, you do lash, if you do nails, I created an ebook to diversify your income. The way that I was able to scale my business as a braider was that I was able to diversify my income. There's so many things that I've done to expand on the amount of money I can make. So when you're a service provider, it's basically how hard you work. I know I'm not a hard worker, but if I have to work hard, I will. But I wouldn't go to somebody and say, oh, I'm a hard worker. But I am very ambitious. I know those two things usually go together, but for me, it doesn't. I just feel like being ambitious is the drive and the need to succeed, and being a hard worker is being able to like put the energy into working. And those things to me are completely different. Not saying there's anything wrong with being a hard worker, but you can have a hard worker and not be ambitious. For example, and this is no shade to people that are hardworking, because I respect it. Like I say, my dad, he's a hard worker. My dad will outwork anybody on planet Earth, but I wouldn't say that he's ambitious. And that's because you're not gonna see my dad trying to build a business plan to become a millionaire. His logic of becoming a millionaire is probably winning the lottery or something like that, but he's a very hard worker. He's always gonna provide for his family. He's always gonna have a job, a second job, or to go do freelance work after he gets off from his main job. He's a hard worker. He'll work weekends. He'll work his ass off. But ambitious, no, because if that was the case, he would have already built a business that to generate more income for him, because you know he knows how to do all these things, he would have already built a business to generate a plethora of income, hired people. He would have been way bigger, but because he's not ambitious, he's a hard worker, and I feel like people need to separate those things. And I have come to the conclusion that I'm not a hard worker. I'm lazy. I like to work smarter, not harder. So I feel like this book is for service providers. It's a way to add additional passive and non-passive income to your life, to enhance your life, to set yourself up for retirement, because a lot of service providers don't even know where to start when it comes to like how they're gonna stop working, because you literally have to work to earn the money you get. So if I was still in the salon, if I was still a full-time braider, I would literally have to work those 8, 10, 12 hours a day, standing on my feet to make that the type of money that I want to survive. I didn't want to do that. So my way out, and sorry I'm going on a tangent y'all in the middle of this hair video, but at the same time I'm letting this dry down because it needs to dry all the way before adding any type of glue or anything to it. That was not going to be my life, because like I said, I'm not a hard worker. I'm just ambitious. I provided ways to earn income based off the service that I already do. So this is a service that you already do. You have to do it anyway because this is your job. And I want to give you ways to diversify that one service. So you don't have to jump into something completely new. You don't have to learn, you do have to learn some new skills, but it's all surrounding the fact that you're a service provider. So I've decided like, okay, this is my passion. Whenever anyone asks me about anything about diversifying income, about passive income, and ways to make more money based off of what they already do, like I light up and I become like a nice, bright, shining bulb, and I just cannot stop talking. And I feel like my book is just a simple way of diversifying your income. So the ebook is, once this video launches, that ebook will already be there. So that's gonna be on my website at duchessbraids.com. I believe it's $19.95 for the ebook, but also it's not just the ebook, y'all. I want to do coaching. I want to coach you into this new leveling up. I don't want you to sit in your service job, because I know it's hard work. I know you have to be there, and in order for you to make any kind of money, you actually have to do the work. But how lovely it is to be able to have some passive income, to be able to finally retire and be able to sit down and have passive income. Like, yes, I still do hair for YouTube and for Facebook, y'all. I don't do hair because I have to do hair. I do hair to upkeep my channel, to upkeep something that is very passive income. And I might do hair once a week. I might do 2-3 hair in 1 week and don't do hair again for the rest of the month. Like, it's very limited. Like, I wouldn't even call it really working, the amount of time I do hair. And normally I'm doing my friends or my family. And the kicker is, most of the time I don't charge people. I don't have to, like, my YouTube is gonna make that passive income for me. Other things that I do to diversify my income, I have courses, I have digital products, I have actual products, I have affiliate marketing, partnerships, sponsorships. All these things are passive. Most of them are passive and additional income from one service. So my service is braiding, but all these passive and non-passive income is based around that service. So if you are a mechanic, and I keep bringing up mechanic because I actually have a friend that's a mechanic, and I just feel like he's diversifying the hell out of his service. He has the YouTube channel, he's big on TikTok, he's big on Instagram, he's written a book, like he's doing other things I don't want to talk about because it's private to him and he wants to launch it on his own. But I just feel like, oh my God, like it doesn't matter what service you provide, most definitely buy the ebook one and then schedule some type of coaching call or mentor with me so I can really sit down with you and plan it out. Like plan out what you want to. You have to be serious, y'all. You have to be serious, and you have to put in the work. So the thing about passive income is that you have to put in the initial work ahead of time and then sit back and let it do its thing. But you do have to put in some work, just a little bit of work up front, and then you can sit back and let the coins roll in, and you can promote or put money into marketing, whatever you want to do. But anyways, I'm done blabbing. I'm gonna go dry my hair, work some more on my book and launch in that, and then I'll come back and add the quick weave for y'all. And I'm so excited for y'all to see the style. Okay guys, so I went ahead and dried this down. And one of the things that I want to do to really ensure that my perimeter is stable and is not gonna come off is I'm gonna go around my perimeter with some glue. This is the same Salon Pro, but this is their Super Hair Bond glue. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is also Salon Pro. So I'm gonna go ahead and secure my perimeter, and I'm going along where I've already put the I wanna make sure it's on top of the protected and not too much over. So once I do this, I also want to kind of like sit and let that dry also. And this is so that I can cut this off, cut my perimeter off, and know that it's good and it's gonna stay intact. Ooh. This is not easy, y'all. Hold on. Ooh. I don't know what direction my hand is going in. Hold on, this is so hard. Oh my god. Okay, all right, back and around. Keep going around. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, go back, foot outside. Around. Go forward. Okay. Yeah, this is not easy. Okay. I'm just gonna have to let that do because that was not easy. Hold on. Come back. Now I could just kind of go with this. So don't forget I have double protection on my edges on the perimeter because I had already put some on the hair itself. Then I put some on the cap, and now I'm going in with the glue. So even if some does get through to the hair, I do already have the protection on the hair as well. All right, so I'm gonna sit under the dryer just for a tiny bit and let this dry. And then I'll come, and I need to hurry up because my daughter is headed home. She's bringing her friends home because I'm supposed to be dropping them off at the water park. And I'm not trying to have them, one, see me like this, but two, I know I'm not gonna have my hair done by the time they get home, but at least I could cut this off and throw a hat on and still be all right. But right now I need to hurry up and get this dry and cut the perimeter off. Okay, so that already dried down. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my perimeter. My ears are on fire. I can't wait to release that. But I'm gonna start right here in the middle. And be careful doing this, y'all, because you don't wanna cut your hair. And for the life of me, I don't know honestly why I chose this style, because obviously y'all know quick weaves on your scalp. Like this whole thing on my scalp is gonna be hot. And my daughter has a tournament this weekend. And I just know I'm gonna be hot. This is the foundation. So far, so good. I have my leave out. So now I'm gonna go in with the hair. Again, I'm gonna go in with the number 10 or 10 inches and start with that. And I'm gonna make sure kind of like I keep the 10 inches like pretty low, but also I wanna make sure I have enough hair that's gonna be left to cover the top half. So even though I'm gonna focus majority of the 10-inch back here, I also want to make sure I'm being sensible and make sure I do at least half my head with the 10-inch, and then the longer part up at the top, and I have enough hair for that. I have a half of the pack of the 10-inch. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-cut some of them. I'm gonna glue it directly on the hair, at least for the first one that I lay down. Oops. All right, and the glue definitely can get messy, so I'm gonna face forward to do this one because clearly if I turn my back, I'm not gonna be able to see, and I need to be able to see at least the front, like from where I'm gonna start. I could barely see that. Oh my God. Y'all, what I'm gonna do? Go around. Remind y'all I cannot see what I'm doing. I know this is off. This is all the way off. This is off, but it's fine. So this is the first track. All right, so I have it like this. This is how I hold it in case anyone wants to know how I hold it. So I hold it like this on both sides, kind of put it behind. I find somewhere where I want to line it up, which is right here, right? And then I'm going to use my sense of touch and bring it around to the other side, slightly up. Oh, Lord, no. I just felt it slipping. No, I don't want it to do that. Stop doing that. So the other hair is all the way down here. So I could kind of bring it down here. Right? Bring it across and up. And you see how I want to put it at the end of the cap? That's where I want it to end. Curve across and under. So far, I feel like it's going pretty fast. So I'm gonna keep trying to do this. I'm gonna keep going up for this third one, like swoop, and then for the rest of them, once I've hit swoop right above the top of my ear, from ear to ear, once I've swooped that, I'm gonna just go straight across with the rest of them. And I always make sure I lay the glue on thick at the ends because I want those I don't want to lift. So I always lay it on thick. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna start at the tip of where the ear is, like right up here. Right there, I'm gonna bring it around. I'm gonna feel for the last track. You see I'm feeling for the last track. Let me zoom in some for you guys. All right, so I'm feeling for the last track, and don't mind this. Oh gosh. Okay. And then I'm gonna make it fall right here. And this is how I'm able to line it up, is I'm looking in the mirror, and you really have to use logic with it, but I put it right here, and I could just kind of tell how to line it up, and I don't just slap it on there. I kind of aim for ending right here. So I'm gonna bring it down and around so that it ends up right at the front. And I like to kind of hold it at the edges and press down on it like this. So I have enough left over of the 10-inch to do at least 2 more rows, but I feel like I'm going too far up with a 10-inch because I'm looking at where I want to cut my bob and I don't want it to be frizzy. So and this is when I start moving upwards, like putting a curve to it so that it falls a little bit frontwards facing, not necessarily like a bang, but more like, you know, kind of in my face a little bit. So this side I want out my face, so that's why I'm putting this side going straight so that I can easily tuck it behind my ear. But this side I do want to fall a little bit forward, not drastically, so I'm not gonna have anything come like this because that would make it, but just a little curve to each one is gonna give it a little flowing into the face. All right, y'all, so my daughter's ready. I gotta take them to the water park. I'm gonna drop them off and come back, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just tuck this little piece behind my ear like this. So I have this much left. I'm just gonna throw this hat on. They can't tell, can they? Well, other than this little piece of braid showing, you can't really tell. All right, y'all, so I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I don't know why I'm acting like y'all was sitting here waiting for me to come back. I just cut clips and I'm back. So right now it's like 4:15. A lot happened within the time I went to go drop them off and coming back. So to go drop them off, they took forever because whatever. And then on my way driving, I realized I had a meeting that was supposed to be at 3:30, like a Google meeting with my YouTube shopping people. And so I had to pull over and take that meeting. She did remind me to tell y'all that all the products that I'm showing you guys right now, they will be in the YouTube shopping button that is gonna be on the bottom left hand side of your screen. So I no longer add them to the description. Like I said, y'all, I work smarter, not harder. And why put them in the description when I could just add them to the video and it's gonna pop up and you guys will be able to see it and click it and go shopping. It will not be in the description. It will be on the new feature, which is the YouTube shopping button. So whatever I'm showing you guys, I'm showing you this, I'm showing you my blow dryer, I'm showing you just the simple things because people are always asking, what am I using? What am I using? So I'm being transparent and I'm telling you guys what I'm using, but also I'm giving you easy access on how to go and shop those things because not everybody want to go search up and down in a store for these things. So it's just easy access to just click it, buy it. And of course, I'm not gonna leave this part out. I do earn some small commission from you clicking and buying it. It doesn't add money to your purchase or anything like that. The price is gonna be the price. If anything, there's some discounted stuff up here, but it doesn't add any money. It's just that whatever you purchase, I get a small, teeny, very small percentage. I'm into 14 inches now, and this is, I mean, it feels like I'm taking forever, but this is going by pretty fast. As you guys can see, I have this little space right here, and then I have all this space right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this space right here first and leave like a space going around the entire perimeter for like 2. And then I'm gonna just do that. So I'm gonna fill this and I'm gonna stop like halfway over here. And then I'm gonna leave this space on both sides to just fill in with 2 so that it's nice and flat. And then once I pull my leave out, I could just press it out and put it on top. All right guys, so I am almost done. I have just 2 more left. And so far this is how it's falling, which I do like how it's falling. It's nice and flat. And the challenge, of course, is going to be cutting it. So please stay tuned. I know this video is long, but cutting is going to be the challenge. Of course, I'm going to need some help. So I'm going to try to cut it myself first. But then, of course, I'm probably going to have to bring my husband in to shape it up and to make sure it looks like a bob and like is leveled. But I'm going to go ahead and put these last two pieces in. Definitely have enough hair for it, for these last two pieces. The last piece, I have to make sure I don't touch my hair at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like I came too close up here. Okay, I did leave some space. So I'm gonna have to go really close. Make sure I don't touch my hair on this side at all, or my scalp. You see that white, you know, that's my scalp right here. So I want to make sure that I lay it directly on top as close as possible, but I don't want to touch on the other side at all. I might have to stop and look. Oh, I'm already, I feel like I've already kind of got some on my scalp. And I overextended a little bit on this one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my scissors and cut it. Oh, I did good. Hi, Tinkerbot.
Mama, look, it states.
What is that? Can mommy get a hug?
You just taste it.
Oh, you're so big and strong.
You just taste
No, I don't want to. Oh, it's sour.
it.
It's sour. Can mommy get a kiss? What's that on your mouth? Say hi, camera.
Hi, Timwa.
Let me wipe your mouth off real quick. Did you have a good day at school?
Mama, taste it.
I don't want to taste that. It's sweet or sour. Yuck. All right, mommy's finishing her hair, okay?
Don't taste it.
All right, guys, so one of the things I like to use to cut my bobs is one of these wall peanut, what do you call these? Shears? Is this shears? Anyways, this thing. So I use this to cut my bob. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and separate it. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to just separate this side. So the front piece, I'm just going to pull that forward because I really just want the back to be cut. What I like to do is make sure everything is straight. So I'm gonna take my brush and just brush it straight out. I'm so scared, y'all. Oh Lord. So I'm gonna pull everything back. And I'm sure there's a better way to cut a bob on yourself, but this is the first and only way I've ever learned. And if y'all have an updated way, I didn't go look on YouTube to see if there's an updated way. So I'm just gonna have to do it this way, the way that I've done it before. So I'm gonna make sure it's in the center of my head, of my neck. I'm gonna throw it in a ponytail. All right, so I'm gonna bring it down just a tad bit. That's a short that's a short bob, y'all. That's so short. Hold on. I'm gonna put some more rubber bands on it to make sure it's super tight. The reason why I'm freaking out because this is really make it or break it. So if I do it too short, I don't think this is too short, but I do feel like this is a little bit looser. I think it's good. What y'all think? I think if I cut it right here, I think that's good. So this second one is just to make sure I hold it all together. Make sure that once I start cutting, these don't fall to the floor and make a mess. I feel like I do need 1 or 2 more rubber bands on this top part so that once I start going across it with the shear, it doesn't slip or come loose or anything like that. So, all right, y'all, so I'm gonna take a look at it. Even though this bottom piece is off, I feel like it's centered. And I like to pull down this way on it because I really don't want this hair on top to be shorter than the hair at the back. I really want this to kind of just all fall straight. It's the moment of truth. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna go straight across with it. I'm gonna try to go as straight as I can. I'm gonna probably make a big mess. I'm just gonna go straight across. Now that I move my hand, I don't know what to do. All right, I'm just gonna turn and face it and see. All right, y'all, so it's cut. But it's not straight, so I'm gonna make a mess, but ooh, what just happened? Oh Lord. Have y'all ever seen a hairstylist that don't like hair? Ooh, hold on. I have to see. All right, so it needs help. It definitely needs to be cut better. I need to straighten up over here and straighten up around here. But it's a start, y'all. I like the length right here. That's fine. I just need to straighten it up. If I keep going like that, I'm gonna mess it up. Why don't I just use a comb, right? I don't know why this is killing me. I'll go ahead and cut the front. I feel like I kind of messed this up a little bit, but I feel like it can be fixed. So I'm gonna cut the front because I gotta go pick the girls up. It's already been 3 hours since they've been at the park, or almost 3 hours. I told them I'll come get them at 6. So I don't want it to be asymmetrical. I do want it to be straight, but I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just gonna cut it. Yeah, I think this is a good length. So I'm gonna go off this length. Yeah, I think this is a good length. So we're gonna go off this length and we're just gonna straighten up. I'm getting too bold, y'all. Oh, I'm too scared. Never mind. I'm gonna let him do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the perimeter out and then I'm gonna flat iron that and I'll be back once I've done that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna use the Care wax stick and I'm just gonna place it on areas, just lightly. Place it on where my leave out falls. And this is gonna help it blend in even more.
What are you doing that? What are you doing for your hair? What are you doing it for your hair?
I'm just fixing my hair.
You're just fixing your hair?
Yeah.
Why?
So that I could look cute. So this is the finished look, y'all. This is the next day and this is how it turned out. It's really cute in front. I don't know how the back looks, so I really think the back is none of my business. This is the back. It's chopped up back there, but I think I might give it some attention. Ooh, there's a little piece right here. I'm gonna cut that off, but this is the back. It just looks very mature, very boss. Very age appropriate for me.